Pansies grow really well with everything in both of these pots. You just want to make sure that they have similar water and soil and sun needs.
And take your micro snips or other pruners that you have and just follow that down and just cut it right there.
Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. Today it's Plant Chat Friday and we're going to talk to you about pansies.
But before we get to all the fun stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on every garden care video we post. Okay, you guys, here are the pansies that we have. You can see they're in two different containers. Look at this bright yellow color. Isn't that just vibrant? So pansies are sometimes called winter pansies. We actually wrote a post a couple years ago all about plant care for winter pansies. So as you can see, they have this big, bold flower face, they call it. So they are related to violas and also violets, and they're all in the Violaceae family.
So guys, pansies can get about 6 to 8 inches tall and about 9 to 12 inches wide, depending on the specific strain that you have. Now, there's a lot of different strains of this plant, and so just make sure to look at the tag that you get with it and be familiar with the plant so you know its spacing and height needs. So guys, they will grow in full sun or partial shade, depending on where you live, and the sun's intensity. Thus, the higher the intensity of the sun, a little bit more shade you want to give them. You don't want to fry them. We actually did that last year. Now they do like regular watering and they like well-draining, enriched soil. So actually they like to be in kind of a forest type of soil where there's a lot of organic matter and a lot of fluff or even leaf material in there. We've got it in this potting soil, but this potting soil does have a lot of organic matter in it, and they love that. So something to know as you're adding this plant to your garden. So pansies are hardy in zones 4 to 10 USDA zones. So that's quite a great range. Pansies are considered short-lived perennials, but they're sold as annuals. So you can use them in containers like we have here, but you can also put them out in the landscape and know that they will come back year after year, at least for a couple years. Now pansies will bloom from winter and into spring, and sometimes a little bit further depending on your climate and how mild or how harsh and cold it is. Pansies are edible, and most of the plant can be consumed in just depending on the way that you want to eat it and the way you want to prepare it. There's people that will take the blooms and they'll put them in their salads, and they have a nice sweet taste to them. People will even use pansies and the leaves as a garnish.
Okay, so one thing we love about pansies is they come in so many different colors. You can see we chose this yellow color because we just loved how it popped. It was so bright. And we paired it with a lot of other plants that I'll tell you about in just a second. But we also had these beautiful purple ones earlier this year. Look at the two-toned colors. So you can see on the screen there. Unfortunately, we kind of fried those this summer by accident. We did not realize that they were right out in really intense full sun, and they did not do so well. So they're kind of in rehab right now, and we're hoping to see those pop up again maybe early spring. So obviously they come in a yellow color or purple, but they also come in red, orange, all different shades of orange, blue, black. They are actually black pansies. So that would be really interesting, right? I believe they come in white as well. It seems like any color you want or need for pairing in containers or whatever design you're doing, you can probably find it. So looking at these two containers, our pansies grow really well with everything in both of these pots. You just want to make sure that they have similar water and soil and sun needs. You don't want to pair pansies with other plants that don't have those needs because they're not going to thrive. Pansies grow really well with violas because they're obviously in the same family, they have the same needs. Dianthus does really well. We had mums here, which obviously have all kind of run their course for the season, but those looked beautiful earlier this fall. Other companions, you can pair them with ornamental cabbage or kale. Those are great options for, especially if you're making a fall container. There's so many choices. So in this one plant here, you can see all different stages of growth, which is always fun to see. Look at this new bud coming in and how the way they unfurl. We think that is so cool. It looks kind of like a spiral, and then it ends up just like a flat, open-faced flower, just like that. Isn't that cool?
So guys, one thing that you can do to keep your pansies flowering and to keep them tidy is deadhead them. We've talked about deadheading different plants throughout this whole year in a lot of different videos. Pansies will benefit from that, and they'll just look better too. So you can go through, I mean, we've got some flowers here. They're just kind of doing some funky stuff there. This one probably could have lasted longer if we would have got to this other old bloom here. So you can see there's an older bloom. It's withered almost all the way down to the stem to where these other leaves and stems are coming out. What you do is just follow that down and take your micro snips or other pruners that you have and just follow that down and then just cut it right there, and then you just remove it and it's gone. Same thing here. You can see this flower's seen better days. So we're just gonna follow that stem of that flower down there and we're just gonna snip it right there. And that's how you do it. You just keep going through the whole plant, find those dead blooms, follow the stem of that dead bloom, and cut it off. And then after you're done, your plant's gonna look so much better.
So that's a little bit about pansies, or you might also call them winter pansies. We love them. They add so much to containers and in the ground. You can really do no wrong with them.
If you have any comments or questions about pansies or winter pansies or what we talked about today, leave them down below for us and we'll get right back to you. We love hearing from you guys. Give us that thumbs up, let us know we're doing a good job, and subscribe to our channel so you get updates on our latest videos.
And we'll be back tomorrow with our next garden care video. So come on by to see what we're up to and have a great day, you guys.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.